Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. So for today, we're going to discuss about information system in global business today. So after you finish this chapter, no, you should be able to answer on how our information system transforming business and what is their relationship to globalization. Why are information systems so crucial for today's corporate operations management? And what exactly is the information system? How does it operate? What features of the technology, structure, and management are there? So, in other country, specifically Finland, is a pioneer in the timber equipment sector. No, one of the biggest suppliers of cut-to-length forest equipment with rubber. No, wheels is the Finnish firm Ponce. No, so the cut-to-length method and the tree-length method are the two cutting techniques used in the timber business. So, again, it is important, no, for us to understand that business as a usual, uh, especially in other countries, no, in America anymore, or the rest of the global economy, no, in 2012, no, businesses will spend over 540 million or billion actually on information system hardware, software, and telecommunications equipment. In addition, they will spend another 650 billion US dollar on business and management consulting and services, much of which involves redesigning firms' business operation to take advantage of these new technologies. Okay, so to give us more details about the topic, let us all welcome our presenter. Go ahead, ma'am.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I'll be your first presenter, and I'll be discussing Chapter 1, Information Systems in Global Business today. Okay. All right. So under this chapter, we have three sections. First is the role of information systems in business today. Second, the perspectives on information systems. And third, the contemporary approaches to information systems. All right. But before anything else, mag-icebreaker muna tayo. Okay, so, yes, may pa-games, si bakla. Ay, sorry. So, kailangan nyo lang masagot tong question na to and yung winner magkakaroon ng 50 pesos GCash. So, pasensya na, may inflation rate kaya 50 pesos GCash lang muna tayo. Okay, so mechanics, just wait for my cue when you can start answering in the chat box. The first one to send the correct answer wins. Okay, so see Marshall. Thank you, Mars. Marshall will be helping me to check the winners sa chat box. Okay, ready na kayo? Ready na? Gising pa?
Game na.
Paano na antok after lunch? Okay, so question number 1. Okay, so it is the application of scientific knowledge to the practical aims of human life, or as it is sometimes phrased, the change and manipulation of the human environment. So is it A, technology, B, science? You may now start answering. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, time's up. So the answer is technology. So may winner tayo. March.
Si Karen.
Yay! Competitive. Competitive talaga ni Karen. Char. Okay, so send ka na lang later, Karen. Thank you for joining. Okay, so let's now start. Okay. We are all living in a fast-paced environment where change is the only constant thing in the world. So in order for businesses to survive in the industry, they need to keep up with the changes. And the easiest way to keep up with the changes is by incorporating technology into their businesses. Okay, so businesses are now shifting from traditional to digital way of doing their processes. So as you can see in figure 1.1, it says here that the percentage of all invested capital grew from 21 to 32% between 1999 and 2017. And I assume this is continuously growing as more businesses tend to rely on technology for all their business needs. And moreover, definitely this is happening not only in the US but globally. So here in the Philippines, do you know any business who stick with their traditional way of doing business? Any idea? Tingnan natin dito sa chat. Or kahit sabihin nyo na lang. Okay. So, personally, tropical hot crossed my mind kasi if you'll notice sa store nila, they are still doing the old way of cashiering, manual calling of orders sa kitchen, and there's no changes din sa logo nor promotions nila. So somehow they try to keep up with the market's demand by getting Grab as delivery option. But other than that, they are still the tropical hut that has been in the business for decades, no? So parang mediocre na lang sila sa market, not until someone from Twitter mentioned them and the tweet became viral. So good thing is that they still have the quality products to offer in the market. That's why they still survive, no? But honestly, they need a lot of improvements. Di lang para makiuso sa ibang QSR, no? But of course, to keep up with the changing business environment and rising the competition again. Kasi before, pagkakaalam ko, mas sikat sila sa McDonald's eh. McDonald's came in, 1993. So, that time sila yung mas sikat. So, maybe if they will incorporate technology into their business, diba? They can be one of the major QSR stores again. Okay, so moving on. Okay. So yeah, let's now talk about the information systems. So, how does information system transform business? Information systems are transforming business through their ability to share information in an instant. No? Sorry, due to lightning fast technology, the overall pace of business is rapid fire and growing faster every day. So information system become the main factor in business life during the last few decades. This phenomenon affects the economy, business life, society, and the environment in different ways, no? And almost all corporations have been affected by these changes. So these changes are mostly related to increasing competition and the rapid changes of technology and information transfer. So come to think of it, meron pa ba na business na hindi gumagamit ng technology? Well, aside sa nabanggit ko kanina, Tropical Hut, pero di ba nag-incorporate na sila ng Grab. But especially nung nag-pandemic, di ba, parang halos lahat ng business, parang naging required na sa kanila na maging online, maging available sila online just to still, to continue serving sa market. So we can say that technology has taken the business environment by storm. Processes that used to be manual are now automated. Electronic means of communications have been heavily integrated in today's offices, no? Especially in the pandemic, that's really obvious. Okay. So what's new in management information system? Well, there's actually a lot of developments. Share ko lang, I'm working at SAP, so as a software provider sa mga business, we've been developing softwares, solutions for business needs. And there are, kada create ka or mag-improve ka ng certain solution, there will be challenges na mag-arise din, no? So, continuous yung improvement. Hindi siya nagsa-stop basta. Okay, so let's now continue with the topic. Okay, so first we have the IT innovations, no? So, a continuous stream of information technology innovations is transforming the traditional business world. So, it is a continuing stream as one process upgrade will lead to another upgrade to achieve total business transformation. So, katulad na sabi ko kanina, hindi lang basta nakapag-produce ng bagong solution, bagong product, may mga bagong challenges na lalabas dyan. So, kailangan continuous mo siyang ini-innovate and may roadmaps for development ng isang solution. So, in addition to that, halimbawa, sa business, they can avail the HR system upgrade first, then followed by customer data system upgrade, so on and so forth. So there are some companies who can afford to do total business transformation, no? As in sabay-sabay lahat ng departments nila magkakaroon ng bagong system, magkakaroon ng migration. But that's really difficult to implement kasi isang department pa lang, like for example, HR, sobrang hirap na niyang gawin sa implementation, especially if it's a international or malaking company. So yeah. Okay, so next we have new business models. So we have Netflix, Spotify, Apple iTunes, etc. So personally, I never thought na I'd subscribe to any of this before. No? Kasi naisip ko, yung, for example, Netflix, pwede naman ako mag-download ng movie na to, di ba? May Pirate Bay. I know it's illegal, I'm sorry. Pero di ba, there are some other ways that where you can download movies, di ba? Pero eventually, with the help of social media hype, these new business models created a demand and built this conception na we need them because of accessibility. So, syempre hindi, or what, diba, nagkaroon ng kaso dati sa Pirate Bay and hindi na ganun kadaling mag-download ng movies, as far as I know. So, yung Netflix na yun, naging pinakamadali for us na makakuha ng access sa movies, no, ng mga, or series na magaganda, especially if they're from galing ibang bansa. So, it's because of accessibility, not only because na wala na akong ibang choice, diba? Okay, next. E-commerce expansion. Right, so we have Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. These are the new face of e-commerce, no? So, as mentioned earlier, nagkaroon ng demand yung new business models with the help of social media platforms like Facebook. So social media is definitely not only for social networking, but also for getting nearer to your market, getting their needs, wants straight from their accounts. So pwedeng via may kita mo yung mga posts nila, personal posts nila sa account nila, or yung usual activity nila sa social media, which can be tracked via algorithm and eventually get a report based dun sa algorithm na yun through analytics, diba? Okay, next we have the management changes. So as management is going mobile, managers on the move are indirect, instant access to the really important information they need for accurate and timely decisions. So madali na nila makuha yung mga details na kailangan nila para sa mga decision making nila. So for example, doon na-mention natin yung reports na pwede natin makuha based sa algorithm. So based sa report na yun, pwede na sila makapag-isip ng action plan on how, to think of a new product na pwede na lang i-offer sa market nila, or how they can improve their service or their product, diba? Okay, then last we have changes in firms and organizations. So this year, fast-growing business firms put less emphasis on hierarchy and structure, no? So they have more emphasis on employees taking on multiple roles and tasks and collaborating with others on a team. So competency and skills are greater than position in the hierarchy. So higher speed and more accurate decision making based on data analysis, more aware of changes in technology, consumer attitudes, and culture via social media. So sobrang laking tulong ng technology sa businesses na to, no? Para maka-keep up, para maka-keep up sa changes like what we have discussed earlier, and para maging on top sa competition. Okay, questions so far? All right, let's proceed. Okay, so in terms of globalization, technology is the vital force in the modern form of business. No? So it has revolutionized the global economy and has become critical competitive strategy. It has globalized the world, which drive all the countries to more ethical standards. Then information systems have transformed business through improved decision making. Okay, so nabanggit na natin kanina, no? The objective of any management information system is to provide information for decision making on planning, initiating, organizing, and controlling the operations of any business. So thanks to information systems, business decisions are now quicker and more accurate. No? So this really increases businesses' productivity. So aside from that, cultural barriers are also, well, somehow breached each day as people use technology to learn more about doing business with other nations. This concept of fast moving information and globalization contributes to a whole new way of doing business, right? So definitely businesses save money and globalization escalates because it is easier to reach out. It is easier to expand a business to more countries via internet, diba? Getting information where it needs to go is cheaper and easier than ever before. So personally, before, bago mag-pandemic, we used to go abroad to do client presentations. I mean, of course, that time pwede naman na mag-Zoom, mag-Teams meeting. But, there's still some hesitance on client side na we still want to meet you personally. But since nung nag-start yung pandemic, wala na tayo ibang choice but to maximize the technology, diba? Maximize the tools that we currently have. So with that, instead of going personally to client's office to do client presentation, lahat na yun nagawa namin via online call. So in a way, the company, well, definitely saved a lot of cost, no, sa transport and accommodation. It really helped, diba? All right, then moving on. Since technology made it easier for owners to operate their businesses, they are slowly becoming a digital firm in which all their processes are digitally enabled. So digital firms sense and respond to their environments far more rapidly than traditional firms, giving them more flexibility to survive in turbulent times. So here in the Philippines, personally, wala pa ako alam na fully digitized firm. So meron sobrang active sa social media and they're using information systems, pero they still have this physical stores para they could still entertain walk-in customers, no? So with the use of technology, so some businesses still have physical store, right, in the bandit ko, pero some of them can operate 24/7 via online, diba? So this is one of the trends nowadays na time shifting, no, yung tawag nila. So instead na mag-stick lang sa usual 9 to 5 or 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. na store hours, they can operate 24/7 via their online account or an online store, diba? So aside from that, meron din space shifting, which is also becoming a trend, wherein business can do its operations within national boundaries or even globally through the use of World Wide Web. Okay, so business expansion, mas madali na siya, no, dahil sa technology. Unlike before, na kailangan yung isang business, they need to be physically, every day, kailangan nilang nasa prospect place nila kung saan sila mag-expand. Alright. Okay. So, yeah, where am I? Okay, so obviously, information systems are now a foundation for conducting business today. So in many industries, survival and the ability to achieve strategic business goals are difficult without extensive use of information technology. So we can say that organizations and information systems have a mutual influence on each other. No? So the information needs of an organization affect the design of information systems, and an organization must be open to itself, to the influence of information systems in order to more fully benefit from new technologies. So the organization's environment, culture, structure, standard operating procedures, politics, and management decisions are mediating factors that influence the interaction between information technology and organizations. Okay. So let's now have some of the objectives, strategic business objectives of information systems. Okay, so businesses today use information systems to achieve 6 major objectives. So first, we have here the operational excellence. So this is to improve the efficiency of their operations in order to achieve higher profitability. So, well, who doesn't want to achieve this, right? So yeah, this is really achievable with the use of information systems, or yeah, with the use of technology. Next, new products, services, and business models. No? So, um, this is to create new products, services, as well as new entire business models as part of business transformation. So, information systems and technologies are major enabling tool for firms to create new products as well as new business models. No? So, uh, just to add, business model describes how a company produces, delivers, and sells a product or service to create wealth. Okay. Next, we have the customer and supplier intimacy. Okay. So this is actually important because when a business really knows its customers and serves them well, the customers generally respond by returning and purchasing more. So this raises revenues and profits. Likewise with suppliers. The more a business engages its suppliers, the better the suppliers can provide vital inputs. This lowers their costs. So how to reach your customers and suppliers is really a problem for some businesses, no? Especially if they have millions of offline and online customers. Okay, but with the use of information technology, no, natutulungan sila para ma-resolve yung challenge na yun, o matulungan sila. Okay, next we have improved decision making. Okay, so this is to provide better and sound business decisions. And so it is proven that information systems and technologies have made it possible for managers to use real-time data from the marketplace when making decisions. No? So before, they need to wait weeks or months just to get a certain report, because they need to conduct manual reporting or manual survey para dun sa mga customers nila. But now, with the use of technology, we can get these reports in real time with the use of algorithms, analytics, diba? So mas madali sila makakapag-isip ng new idea on how to make their business or service or products better than before, or how can they find an opportunity para makapag-create ng new product na may demand sa market, diba? Okay, next, competitive advantage. No? So, actually, when a firm achieves one or more of these objectives, chances are they have already achieved a competitive advantage. No? Doing things better than your competitors, charging less for superior products, and responding to customers and suppliers in real time can definitely add up to higher sales and higher profits than that your competitors cannot match. And lastly, survival. So yeah, so this is to keep up with the current market demands, or for other business firms, they also invest in information systems and technologies because they are necessities of doing business. So sometimes these necessities are driven by industry level changes. Okay. So, icebreaker muna ulit tayo bago ang section 2. Okay, gising pa? Ready na ba ulit sa game? Hello? Diyan pa
Ready
kayo.
na ulit, ready na.
Yes, game. Game.
Gising tayo. Okay. So, question. It is a set of interrelated components that collect or retrieve, process, store, and distribute information to support decision-making and control in organization. A, value chain. B, information system. Okay, go! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Okay, so the correct answer is information system. So, sino winner natin?
Si Vanessa.
Yay! Thanks, Vanessa, for joining. Sige, later yung GCash. All right, moving on. Okay, so From a technical perspective, sorry, we're now talking about the information system itself. Okay, so from a technical perspective, no, an information system collects, stores, disseminate information from an organization's environment and internal operations to support organizational functions and decision making, communication, coordination, control, analysis, and visualization. So information systems transform raw data into useful information through three basic activities, which we will discuss on the latter part. Okay, on the other hand, from a business perspective, no, an information system provides a solution to a problem or challenge facing a firm and represents a combination of management, um, organization, and technology elements. Sorry. So the management dimension of information system involves issues such as leadership, strategy, and management behavior. So the technology dimension consists of computer hardware, software, data management technology, networking, telecommunications technology, which we will also discuss on a later part. Yeah, so the organization dimension of information system involves issues such as the organization's hierarchy, functional specialties, business processes, culture, and political interest group. So, yeah, moving on, we have here the three basic activities, no, that we have mentioned earlier. Yeah, so the three activities in an information system produce the information that organization need to make decisions, control operations, analyze problems, and create new products or services. So these activities are input, this one, processing, and output. Okay, so as shown in figure 1.4. So input captures or collects raw data from within the organizations or from its external environment. Okay, processing converts this raw input into a meaningful form, and then output transfers the process information to the people who will use it or to the activities for which it will be used. Okay, so information system also requires feedback, which is output that is returned to appropriate members of the organizations to help them evaluate or correct the input stage. So to understand information system, we must understand the problems they are designed to solve, the architectural and design elements, and the organizational processes that lead to the solution. Okay. Next. Okay. So to fully understand information system, we have here the dimensions of information systems. So ito yung na-mention natin. Yeah. So we must understand the broader organization, management, and information technology dimensions of systems and their power to provide solutions to challenges and problems in the business environment. So we refer to this broader understanding as information systems literacy. So contrary to computer literacy, no, which focuses primarily on knowledge of information technology. So this encompasses an understanding of the management and organizational dimensions, no. So I just want to share, no, since nga, I'm from SAP. So what we think is there's no one size fits all na software for any client, no. There are times na may solution na may capabilities na pwede i-cater yung needs nila or pwede sumagot sa challenges nila. But if a certain business really wants a, business transformation, there'll be customizations, no? We see to it na ma-address yung challenges as much as we can by doing customizations. So how do we know their challenges? How do we understand their challenges? So we undergo workshops. There's a series of meetings with the clients, which takes weeks or even months. Pwede tong before we sign contract with them or after we won a bidding, no, para sa kanila. So We undergo workshops with the clients to fully understand the process, challenges, and what they want to achieve by using the solution that we have. Kasi no matter how great our solution is, if it can't solve their problem, useless yung solution namin, diba? So we really have to understand their problem. Okay, para sulit yung bayad nila sa amin. Okay. So first, let's have the first dimension, which is organization. Okay, so an organization have a structure that is composed of different levels and specialties. So let's discuss how organization is organized based on hierarchy and business processes. Okay, so first, we have here the pyramid. This is the organization based on its in terms of hierarchy. Okay, so authority and responsibility in a business firm are organized in a hierarchy or a pyramid structure. Okay, as shown here. Okay, the upper levels of the hierarchy consist of managerial, professional, and technical employees, whereas the lower level consists of operational personnel. So senior management makes long-range strategic decisions about products and services, no? And ensures financial performance of the firm as well. Okay, while the middle management carries out the programs and plans of senior management. So pinapasa sa kanila. Okay? And then the operational management is responsible for monitoring the daily activities of the business. Okay? So on the other hand, yeah, we also have here the major business functions in which a firm is organized based on its business processes. Okay? So an organization coordinates work through its hierarchy and through its business processes, like we have here on the list, on the table. So most organizations' business process include formal rules that have been developed over a long time or for accomplishing tasks. Okay, so these rules guide employees in a variety of procedures, from writing a simple invoice, responding simple customer complaints. So some of these business processes have been written down, but others are informal work practices, such as a requirement to return telephone calls from coworkers to customers that are formally documented. So those informal work practices, no, those are also part of workshop on how we understand the way they do their business, no? Para alam namin kung ano yung isasuggest namin sa kanila. Para malaman namin kung paano namin i-customize yung solution namin to make their businesses run better than before. Okay? So, next we have the, next dimension. Okay, so we have the information technology. So this covers the computer hardware, software, data management technology, networking and telecommunications technology, network links that a network that links two or more computers, and then of course the internet. The internet, which has created a new universal technology platform on which to build new products, services, strategies, and business models. So all these technologies, along with the people required to run and manage them, represent resources that can be shared throughout the organization and constitute the firm's information technology infrastructure, or IT infrastructure. So the IT infrastructure provides the foundation or platform on which the firm can build its specific information systems. So each organization must carefully design and manage its IT infrastructure so that it has the set of technology services it needs for the work it wants to accomplish with information systems. So na-mention ko nga kanina, 'di ba, na we do these workshops with the client, we ask them, or kailangan namin malaman kung paano nila ginagawa yung business nila. And this also includes on checking the hardware na meron sila, existing software, connectivity, para malaman namin if compatible yung solution namin sa existing technology settings na meron sila. So if in case na ang hardware specifications nila doesn't suit our solution, we have to tell them upfront na you have to upgrade this in order for us to, install this specific software for it to properly run. And then eventually maintindihan naman nila, because at the end of the day, what they want is, to achieve business transformation, which can lead to, higher profits, the better business than what they had. Okay, so last dimension, we have here the management. So managers perceive business challenges in the environment. So they set the organizational strategy for responding to those challenges, and they allocate the human and financial resources to coordinate the work and achieve success. So throughout, they must exercise responsible leadership. No? So the business information system described in our discussion really reflects the hopes, dreams, and realities of real world managers. But however, managers must do more than manage what already exists, no? So they also have to be proactive. They need to create new products, especially if there are opportunities in the market, no? And even recreate the organization from time to time, because kasi nga, diba, the only constant thing in the world is change. So you have to recreate your organization. You have to keep up with the changes. You have to stay on top of the competition by applying those or applying new technologies to cater your market demands based on the changes that we are undergoing, no? So information technology can play a powerful role in helping managers design and deliver new products and services, and even in redirecting or redesigning their organization. Okay, questions so far? Let me know if you have questions. Okay, so next, no, sabi, it isn't just technology. Okay, so we have here the business information value chain. Okay, so first, what do we mean by value chain? Okay, so a value chain refers to the various business activities and processes involved in creating a product or performing a service. No? So a value chain can consist of multiple stages of a product or service life cycle, including research, development, sales, and everything in between. No? So as shown in figure 1.7, raw information is systematically acquired and then transformed through various stages that add value to that information. Okay, so how is information system related to this value chain? Okay, so information systems can serve strategically to enable the firm to produce its products at a lower cost or greater value. So for example, internet makes it possible to extend the value chain so that it ties together the firm's suppliers, business partners, and customers into a value web, or call that a certain community, online community, diba? So an information system represents an organizational and management solution based on information technology to a challenge or problem posed by an environment. So katulad na nakikita niyo dito sa picture, so figure 1.7. Okay, so the value of information system to a business, as well as the decision to invest in any new information system is in large part determined by the extent to which the system will lead to better management decisions, no? More efficient business processes, and higher firm profitability. So although there are other reasons why systems are built now, like for example, they want to eliminate some errors due to manual reporting. It is, of course, their primary purpose is to contribute to corporate value. Okay, so moving on, we have here the variation in returns on information technology investment. So returns from information technology investment is the financial gain expressed as a function of an enterprise investment in information technology. So as shown in figure 1.8, studies of returns from information technology investment show that there is a considerable considerable variation in the returns firms receive. Okay, so some firms invest a great deal and receive a great deal as well, as you can see in quadrant 2. Others invest an equal amount and receive few returns, so as shown in quadrant 4. Still, other firms invest little, but they receive much, okay, as shown in quadrant 1. Whereas others invest little and receive little as well, as shown in quadrant 3. So this suggests that investing in information technology does not itself guarantee good returns, okay? So why is this happening? Incorporate ko yung technology sa business ko para maging in demand ulit yung business ko, para makahabol ako sa competition, para makakuha ng mas magandang profit. Pero bakit parang hindi effective? So something's wrong, okay? So the answer lies in the concept of complementary assets. So information technology investments alone cannot make organizations and managers more effective unless they're accompanied by supportive values, structures, and behavior patterns in the organization and other complementary assets. So business firms need to change how they do business before they can really reap the advantages of new information technologies. So for example, a certain business availed their solution, SAP solution, but their employees are not really willing to use the system, no? They think na kapag nakita ng management na effective yung solution, magkakaroon ng pagbabawas sa manpower. Because that's how other employees perceive technology, papalitan nila yung tao. So, isa yun sa problema. How can a business maximize that certain solution, no? If their people is not willing to use it, no? So they won't be able to see the changes in terms of profit, in terms of process improvement, etc. So let's now discuss some of the complementary assets. Okay. So yeah, so complementary assets are those assets required to derive value from a primary investment. So as you can see in table 1.2, here's a list of complementary assets that can help information system to be successful. Okay, so there's a research that indicates that firms that support their technology investments with investments in complementary assets, such as new business models, new business processes, management behavior, organizational culture, or training, receive superior returns, whereas those firms failing to make these complementary investments receive less or even no returns at all dun sa information technology investments nila. So, for example, important social investment, ito yung mga, these are not made by the firm, but by the society at large, or other firms, or governments, or other key market actors. So like the internet, supporting internet culture, educational system, network and computing standards, regulations and laws, and the presence of technology and service firms. So in order to obtain meaningful value from information systems, organizations must support their technology investment with appropriate complementary investments in organizations and management. So these complementary assets include new business models and business process, supportive organizational culture, and management behavior, or appropriate technology standards, regulations, and laws. So new information technology investments are unlikely to produce high returns unless businesses make the appropriate managerial and organizational changes to support the technology. So going back to my example before, wherein employees are not willing to use the new solution na in-avail ni customer. So what we usually have, this is also part of the migration and the implementation plan. So we have this enablement wherein we train some of their people to use the system, how to maximize the benefits, and of course, as much as possible, we we want the business to, or the company understand, or we want them to, uh, uh, make them understand, or make their employees understand na if they will use this specific solution, there will be no issue like na pagtanggal sa employees, no. They will be, for example, there will be another roles na pwede na lang lipatan, 'di ba? For career growth. So they will focus on career growth as well no employee, 'di ba? They will not stuck on doing manual thing for in the same for the last 5 years. So in that way, magiging enticing sa employees yung bagong system, and at the same time magkakaroon din ng career growth sa kanilang end. Okay? And another thing, syempre, magkakaroon ng willingness sa paggamit ng solution in which in the long run makikita yung effect sa business, no, sa processes, kung may improvement sa profit, etc. Okay. Last game na to, sorry, that should be game 3. Ready na? Gising pa ba?
Sing
Gising
pa.
Okay, good job. Okay, so last na to. Let's make the most out of it. Okay, question. Okay, so it refers to the various business activities and processes involved in creating a product or performing a service. A, value chain. B, organization. Ready, set, go. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the correct answer is value chain. Okay, sino winner natin?
Parang ako.
Oh,
Nanalo din.
wala pong dayaang nangyari.
Ay, maganda yan.
Congrats, Marge! Thanks for joining. Okay, Gcash na lang later. All right, so let's now proceed. Okay, so we're now on section 3, contemporary approaches to information systems. Okay, so for this section, we will tackle the different approaches to information systems, such as technical, behavioral, and socio-technical. Okay. So multiple perspectives on information systems show that the study of information systems is a multidisciplinary field. No? So no single theory or perspective dominates. As you can see in the illustration here, no, it shows the major disciplines that contribute problems, issues, and solutions in the study of information systems. In general, the field can be divided into technical and behavioral approaches. Okay, so the study of information systems deals with issues and insights contributed from technical and behavioral disciplines. No? So a socio-technical view of systems considers both technical and social features of systems and solutions that represents the best fit between them. But for that, let's discuss first what technical approaches is. Okay, so the technical approach to information systems emphasizes mathematically based models to study information systems, no? As well as the physical technology and formal capabilities of this system. So these disciplines that contribute to technical approach are the operations research, computer science, management science. Okay, so computer science is concerned with establishing theories and computability, methods of computation, and methods of efficient data storage and access. Management science emphasizes the development of models for decision-making and management practices, while operations research focuses on mathematical techniques for optimizing selected parameters of organizations such as transportation, inventory control, and transaction costs. So from the world itself, no, technical, no, napaka-technical niya. Naka-base siya dun sa process, dun sa technicalities, okay? Next, we have the behavioral approach. Okay. So an important part of the information systems field is concerned with the behavioral issues that arise in the development and long-term maintenance and of information systems. No? So issues such as a strategic business integration, design, implementation, utilization, and management cannot be explored usefully with the models used in the technical uh, approach. No? So other behavioral disciplines contribute important concepts and methods. No? So the behavioral approach does not totally ignore technology. So indeed, information systems technology is often the stimulus for a behavioral problem or issue. But the focus of this approach is generally not on the technical solutions, no. Unlike, okay, instead it concentrates on the changes in attitudes, management, and organizational policy and behavior. Okay. So last, we have the socio-technical perspective on information systems. So information systems are socio-technical systems in nature. No? Although they are composed of machines, devices, and hard physical technology, they require substantial social, organizational, and intellectual investments to make them work properly. So since problems with information systems and their solutions are both technical and behavioral, a multidisciplinary approach is needed, no? Like what we have said previously, which involves both behavioral and technical approach. So this approach improves the performance of the information system as a whole. So technology must be changed and designed to fit organizational and individual needs. So katulad ng mga example ko nga, 'di ba? During workshops, what we intend to know is kung paano sila nag-work, paano nila ginagawa yung business nila, ano yung challenges, bakit may challenges na ganito, ano yung existing technology specifications na meron sila, and even culture ng organization. Kasi what if yung culture is masyado sila nagsistick sa manual. So we really have to invest more in enablement for them to understand na this solution can make their work easier than before, di ba? So organizations and individuals must also be changed through training, learning, and planned organizational change to allow technology to operate and prosper, di ba? So hindi naman natin kasi gagawing totally naka-rely sa technology yung business eh. We still need brains, we still need people. That's why we need to, incorporate both. We need to make them work properly. We need people who will use these solutions to achieve business goals. Okay. So yeah, so the study of management information systems, based on our discussion, really focus on the use of computer-based information systems in business firms and government agencies. So MIS combines the work on computer science, management science, and operations research with a practical orientation toward developing system solutions to real-world problems and managing information technology resources. So it is also concerned with behavioral issues surrounding the development, use, and impact of information systems, which are typically discussed in the fields of sociology, economics, and psychology. So that's actually ends my report. Any questions from the class? Okay, if none, Dean.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam, for your well comprehensive discussion. So a while ago, before we start, I'll just ask some questions that we really want to address with this discussion. Number one is, how are information systems transforming business, and what is the relationship to globalization? Again, email, online conferencing, smartphones, and tablet computers have become essential tools for conducting business. Information systems are the foundation of fast-paced supply chains. So the internet allows many businesses to buy, sell, advertise, and solicit customer feedback online. So organizations are trying to become more competitive and efficient by digitally enabling their core business processes and evolving into digital firms. So the internet has stimulated globalization by dramatically reducing the cost of producing, buying, and selling goods on a global scale. So new information system trends include the emerging mobile digital platform, online software as a service, and cloud computing. Number 2 question is, why are information systems so essential for running and managing a business today? Again, information systems are a foundation for conducting business today. In many industries, survival and the ability to achieve strategic business goals are difficult without extensive use of information technology. And business today use information system to achieve 6 major objectives: operational excellence, new products, services, and business models, customer supplier intimacy, improve decision making, competitive advantage, and a day-to-day survival. Number 3, what exactly is an information system and how it does work? What are its management, organization, and technology components? So from a technical perspective, based on what our presenter mentioned, an information system collects, stores, and disseminates information from an organization's environment and internal operations to support organizational function and decision-making, communication, coordination, control, analysis, and visualization. So information system transform raw data into useful information through 3 basic activities. Now, we are all familiar with input, process, and output. So from a business perspective, an information system provides a solution to a problems or challenge facing a firm and represent a combination of management, organization, and technology elements. The management dimension of information system involves such issues such as leadership, strategy, and management behavior. And the technology dimensions consist of computer hardware, software, data management technology, and networking telecommunication technology, including the internet. The organization dimension of information system involves issues such as the organization's hierarchy, functional specialties, business processes, culture, and political interest groups. Number 4 question, and what are complementary assets? Why are complementary assets essential for ensuring the information system provide genuine value for an organization? In order to obtain meaningful value from information system, organization must support their technology investment with appropriate complementary investment in organization and in management. And these complementary assets include new business models and new business processes, supportive organizational culture and management behavior, appropriate technology standards, regulations, and laws. And new information technology investments are unlikely to produce high return unless business make the appropriate managerial and organizational changes to support technology. Last question is, what academic disciplines are used to study information system? How does it contribute to an understanding of information system? And what is socio-technical system perspective? So the study of information system deals with issues and insights contributed from technical and behavioral disciplines. So the disciplines that contribute to the technical approach, focusing on the formal models and capabilities of systems, are computer science, management science, and operation research. So the discipline contributing to the behavioral approach, focusing on the design, implementation, management, and business impact of system, are psychology, sociology, and economics. A socio-technical view of system consider both technical and social features of systems and solutions that represent the best fit between them. So I think that's it for chapter 1. And thank you for our present.